In a world of towering empires, 17th century Russia was a sleeping giant, isolated and bound by ancient traditions. But one man, with a will of iron and a vision that stretched far beyond his time, would awaken it. This is the story of Peter the Great, the Tsar who single-handedly dragged a medieval kingdom into the modern world. From a young age, Peter was unlike any Tsar before him. He was fascinated not by courtly intrigue, but by the tangible power of technology and warfare. He saw a future where Russia stood as an equal among the great powers of Europe, and he knew that to achieve it, he had to learn from them. In 1697, he embarked on the Grand Embassy, a journey to Western Europe unlike any monarch had ever taken. Traveling incognito as carpenter Pyotr Mikhailov, the 6'8" Tsar, worked in the shipyards of Holland and England, absorbing every detail of modern shipbuilding, engineering, and governance. He returned to Russia, not just as a ruler, but as a revolutionary. The old ways were to be swept aside. Peter launched a cascade of reforms that shook the foundations of Russian society. He ordered the nobility, the boyars, to shave their long traditional beards and adopt Western clothing, a symbolic break from the past. Those who refused faced a hefty beard tax. He modernized the army, replacing the archaic feudal levies with a professional, standing force trained in European tactics and equipped with modern firearms. He dreamed of a maritime power, and from nothing, he built the Russian Navy, a fleet that would soon command respect on the Baltic Sea. But Peter's vision required more than just new clothes and a new army. It required a window to the west, a warm water port that would connect Russia to the bustling trade and politics of Europe. This meant confronting the dominant power of the north, the Swedish Empire. For 2 decades, Russia and Sweden were locked in the brutal Great Northern War. Despite early defeats, Peter's reformed army learned and adapted. The turning point came in 1709 at the Battle of Poltava, where the Russian forces decisively crushed the Swedish army, shattering their supremacy and announcing Russia's arrival as a major military power. With his access to the Baltic Sea secured, Peter began his most audacious project. On desolate marshland captured from Sweden, he founded a new city, St. Petersburg. Built by countless laborers at immense cost, it was designed as a forward-facing, European metropolis of grand palaces and canals. In 1712, Peter moved the capital from Moscow to St. Petersburg, a powerful statement of his commitment to a new, westernized future. Peter the Great's reign was one of relentless, often brutal, transformation. He centralized power, reformed the government, and promoted education and industry. By the time of his death in 1725, Russia was no longer a remote and backward land. It was a formidable empire, a key player on the European stage, set on a course of modernization that would define its destiny for centuries to come. His legacy is not just in the history books. It is etched into the very stones of the city he built, his window to the world.